Hi, are you scared to buy a house because of the high, scary interest rates? Well, this week we're going to talk about how we can make it less scary and more affordable for you. Stay tuned.
Hello, and welcome to the Hatch Homes Monday Market Update. So, unless you've been living under a rock the past year, the buzz around the country is interest rates, interest rates, interest rates. They're so high. And yeah, they are, in fact, like the highest they've been in about 25 or 30 years. And, obviously, this is creating a lot of fear and a lot of, affordable problems, right? Affordability problems. And a lot of people think that they really cannot buy a house in these conditions because the interest rate's going to make their monthly payments so high. Well, we wanted to talk about how there are different and very creative options for buyers out there that are in this position.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I've got a really great example of one. And one of them is a VA loan. Obviously, it's 0% down. I want to kind of lay out all the other different options. 0% down government loan programs, VA loans, 3.5%. All those options are there. Obviously, we can also be very creative on how we communicate with the seller and contributing to potentially buy down that interest rate. Why? Because the monthly mortgage is the most important piece
Mhm.
of the puzzle of you owning a home.
Right, exactly. I mean, most people pay attention to their monthly payment over anything else. Like, despite any of the interest rates, it's going to come down to what you can afford to pay per month. So we wanted to run a scenario for you and show you some examples. The most active sales are within the 400 to the $550,000 range. Those are the most sales happening in the metro area. So we did a search for close in Portland all the way up to Vancouver, and we found that there are 161 homes on the market under 450,000. And that at the average days on market is 53 days. That's 53 days of opportunity for buyers to ask the sellers to pay for their closing costs. Or actually, the most common thing, which we're going to run a scenario about, is pay for your rate buy down. So the most common one right now is the 2-1 buy down or the 3-2-1 buy down. And so let's assume that you have a house, you're under contract for 425,000. You have 5% down and you are going to do 2-1 buy down. That costs money. It's probably about $10,000. And you can ask the seller to credit that to you because the sellers kind of have to pay for that. And if you make up for it in the price, that's super negotiable. Or maybe because it's been on the market for 53 days, they're more motivated and will provide that and not have a problem with it. So let's talk about how it actually works. What it is so you ask the seller for let's say $10,000 credit to pay for the buy down. And that goes into an escrow account that pays for the rate and in your monthly payment. Ask a lender about how that works technically, because we're not lenders, but what we know is that
Full disclosure.
that is in an escrow account holding there. And it works as the first year you would have 2 points less for your interest rate. So in the example that we're going to use in here in a minute, we have one of an interest rate that's 7.875% because that's the average right now. So the first year it would be 5.875, and then the next year it would be 6.875, and then you would be locked in forever for the 7.875. However, by then, hopefully, the interest rates will go down and you can refinance that. And because there's money in that escrow account sitting there, you can use that for the closing costs. Because I think a lot of people are like, sure, it's so easy to refi, but it still costs money. Well, guess what? There's going to be some money in the escrow account, or you can roll it over in your loan. There are so many cool options for this. And I mean, Randolph, talk us through what it looks like the first year and how much money they would save.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first year, if we take the example of $425,000, and the first year would be 5.875% would be the interest rate. And that monthly payment would be roughly about $2,899, which is
Really good. And also keep in mind, this is with 5% down payment. This is the scenario we're running. 5% down payment at a price of $425.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great deal.
Yeah. So the first year you're saving almost $500 a month, making your payment less than $3,000, which is, let's face it, less than what it costs to rent a house these days. And then the second year is your rate would go up to 6.875.
Correct.
But you'd still be saving $207-ish a month, making your payment just over $3,000. And then after the second year, you're still locked into whatever you were in. And then you can refi or talk to your lender about what makes more sense for you if there's other options. So hopefully that all makes sense and you realize that there are a lot of creative, cool options to help people buy houses. I mean, you have one right now, Randolph, and I have one right now, 2 different loan types. One's getting a down payment assistance program. They are not bringing any money to the table. Zero down, zero closing costs. Wow, they get furniture? See, there's like so many cool things that can happen.
They got a TV in the living room, TV in the bedroom, plus,
wow,
it's a veteran. So I'm very, very happy for him because veterans, prior to high interest rates, they've been being beat out by so many offers and stuff. So I'm really happy for the veteran.
Yeah. So, I mean, talk to us if you want more information. We have a lot of great lenders out there that can help get creative with your particular scenario and what you can afford, because the goal of your trusted realtors at Hatch Homes Group is to help you build wealth over life through real estate. And we're your trusted advisors through everything. So give us a call, email, text. We are here and we look forward to helping you. Thanks so much.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.